Hello fellow coffee botherers, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make flat white and cappuccino with the Sage or Breville Barista Express Impress. So let's make coffee. So in this video I'm just demonstrating making milkies with the Barista Express Impress. In particular flat white and cappuccino. I've done other demonstrations on espresso. I've not done anything really using the steam wand. So I just want to show you how relatively straightforward it is to make a cappuccino or a flat white. I'm going to make a flat white first. First of all, obviously we need a shot. Really straightforward. Dose by pressing the dose button. Tamp by pressing the tamp lever, and it's telling us we're slightly underdosed. When it does that, you just press the button again and do it again. Now it's telling us we're perfectly dosed, and it's doing that, by the way, because I changed the grind earlier. When you do change the grind, it'll change the dose level slightly, but now that it's learned what the dose needs to be with this new grind, it will be like that every time until I change the grind size again. We've got the coffee. I'm just going to do a quick 10-second or so flush just to make sure the group and the shower screen and the glass are all warmed up. I'm using Mama Oat Barista. Put this out of the way so it's not in the way while I'm trying to pour the milk. Steam on. Just aiming for an intermittent ripping paper sound. Just intermittent hissing. And that's the aeration stage. And just do that until you think you've stretched it enough. And that depends on the machine you're using. These machines aren't the fastest for steaming. Well, that's quite a good thing when you're learning to do it because it's quite forgiving. A lot of machines are too powerful well, not too powerful, but they're so powerful that it's difficult to learn on. They're not very forgiving and you can't correct yourself, whereas on these machines you can correct yourself when you're going wrong. It's warm enough, so I'm just spinning the milk now, just distributing the foam, the microfoam, and that'll do. Just purge the wand. Nice glossy microfoam there. You see it looks like melted ice cream or gloss paint. One flat white. And that's very nice. Nice and strong. The milk texture's silky, velvety. The steaming is probably harder than it looks there because I've been doing that for a while. And that'll take some learning, but I'll help you. I will do lots of other videos, and I've done other videos on milk steam on these machines, on the Express and the Pro and the Bambino Plus and so on, but I will do a specific milk steaming video on this. But it's about as easy as you're going to get these machines in terms of manually steaming milk. So for cappuccino, same thing again. Press the dose button. And press the tamp lever. And as you see, it's learnt the dose now. I'm going to use these lovely Cayer cups for a cappuccino. Looks very nice. Trying to aerate slightly more aggressively. And just for longer, I just want slightly stiffer milk. Slightly stiffer foam. So I've stretched it a bit more than I did for the flat white. It's a similar texture. I'm going for a slightly more third wave, slightly more modern cappuccino versus the old school cappuccino with the bigger bubbles, but I'm creating a stiffer texture. And that should be about right, it's about hot enough. In terms of temperature, if you're using a thermometer, I would aim for no hotter than 65 degrees Celsius. After that, it doesn't taste right. So I created a stiffer foam there. It's still microfoam consistency, but sort of more of it. So I can do that with it. You know, I can take it more into peaks than I'd be able to with the flat white. You don't have as stiff a foam on the flat white. They've messed the latte art up, but never mind. I'll just do an older school cappuccino for those who want it, just to show you that this machine is capable of both. Again, really simple, pulling these shots of espresso. So I'm really stretching the milk now. You can stretch it pretty much as you want. But the more aggressively you go with it, you hear that noise, the more it stretches and the bigger bubbles you're creating. The more of a roaring sound you create, the bigger the bubbles are being, because the bigger the gap is between the steam tip and the milk. You can see we've got bigger bubbles. And this time I will need the assistance of Mr. Spoon. That's what a lot of people mean by cappuccino. Especially if you started drinking your cappuccino in the 80s, 90s. That stiffer foam, bigger bubbles. And if I had chocolate sprinkles in the studio, I'd put some of them on top, but I haven't. Anyway, just a really quick demo showing you how simple it is to make milkies, cappuccino and flat white with the Barista Express Impress. Cheers. So there you go, you now know how to make flat white and cappuccino with the Barista Express Impress. And if you've subscribed and you allow notifications, you'll hopefully be notified when I've uploaded other how-to guides with the Impress, including making other drinks such as lungo americano, long black macchiato, cleaning and descaling and so on. So make sure you've subscribed and you've allowed notifications so you'll see these videos in your feed when I've published them. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to click the like button. Thanks. The rights to the Terminator, which did over $78 million at the box office when it was first released, were sold for $1. Bargain. And that doesn't have much to do with clicking the like button. True, but click it anyway. Thanks, and if you've enjoyed this video, why not click here to watch another one? And don't forget to become an official coffee botherer. You need to click this image around here somewhere of my face to subscribe.
I'll be back.